Alex, the book is called Holes,
It's literally called Holes. It is
and it's not the
Holes.
Shia LaBeouf movie either.
Holes by Louis Sakar. Sakar.
Satchar?
Sakar, I think it's how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
But
Louis Satchar.
Sakar.
Sachar.
Yeah. We read this in grade school. This was like a really common grade school book. It probably still is. It needs to be banned from grade schools.
No, y'all just need to get y'all dirty ass minds out of the gutter. That's what y'all need
I'm
to do.
trying, okay? Uh, God damn it. Stanley had never really thought about it before, but he knew better than to tell X Ray he was right. Every kid in the
You
world wants to
can't add
dig a big
Marianne
hole, said X Ray. To
to the
China,
book chat.
right? Right, said Stanley. See what I mean? Said X Ray. That's what I'm saying. But now the fun's gone, and you can
Marianne,
go
are
do
you a
it
part of the
again, and
Discord?
again, and again. Camp Fun and Games,
I
said
mean, Rebel,
Stanley.
my mind stays there
What's in the
because
box?
it's
Asked
me.
Squid. Stanley had forgotten he brought it. Paper. I was gonna write a letter to my mother. You're
You know
fine,
what? It probably won't
replied
let you
Squid.
add them because
She'll worry if you don't,
Grasshopper and I went in
Squid
and changed
scowled.
some things so
Stanley
a
looked
certain
around the
someone
room.
wouldn't get
This was
in
the
there.
one place in camp where the boys could enjoy themselves. And what'd they do? They wrecked it.
Hold on.
The glass on the TV was
Let me find
smashed
it.
as if someone had put his foot through it. Every table and chair seemed to be missing at least one leg. Everything leaned. He waited to write the letter until after Squid had gotten up and joined
There it
playing with
is.
Pool. Dear Mom, today was my first day at camp, and I've already made some friends. We've been out on the lake all day, so I'm pretty tired. Once I pass the swimming test, I'll get to learn how to water ski. He stopped writing as he became aware that somebody was reading over his
There
shoulder.
you go, Mayor. I
He turned
sent
to
it to
see
you.
Zero, standing behind the couch. I don't
So,
want no
Marianne,
story
you
about
should be able
me,
to
he
get in there now.
explained. Zero said nothing. He just stared at the letter with a
All
serious,
right.
almost
Let's
angry look on
continue
his
this
face.
because
Stanley slipped it back into the stationery box. Did the shoes have red X's on the back? Zero asked him. It took Stanley a moment, but then he realized Zero
what
was
did you
asking
get?
about Clyde
Did you
Livingston's
actually get
shoes.
Jersey Mike's?
Yes, they did, he said. He wondered how Zero knew that. Brand X was a
Oh,
popular
fuck
brand of
that!
sneakers. Maybe Clyde Livingston had made a commercial for them. Zero stared at him for a moment, with the same intensity with which he had been staring at the letter. Stanley poked his finger through a hole in the vinyl couch and pulled out some of the stuffing. He wasn't aware of what he was doing. Come on, caveman, dinner, said Armpit. You coming, caveman? Said Squid.
The fucking mannequin is back. Sorry.
Oh, no, not the mannequin, because that means danger.
I hear it. I hear the motherfucker.
I don't like mannequins anyway, bro. Wait, hold on. We gotta take a break to watch this part. Because now I gotta know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Marianne, the grabby lady thing. And I gotta be in here for 20 seconds. 40 seconds! Oh, fuck me. Where the hell is it? I hear it. I hear it. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Oh, fuck!
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
They're like
Oh,
weeping
shit!
angels.
Ah! Oh, shit! Okay. Okay. Ah, shit!
They're like weeping angels.
And now the door opens for me to leave. I can't do this. I'd rather wrestle a hardcore match, a last man standing match. Fuck all that.
I don't do scary games. I don't do like jump scary games. Like Five Nights at Freddy's makes me piss my pants. I'm not even like Foxy comes running down that boom boom boom. Hell nah. Fuck that shit.
Oh.
I played it in VR one time.
Yeah.
I screamed. My ex was like, I've never screamed like that. That was real fear. And I was like, yeah, it was real. It was right up in my face. It was like I was there.
Mushy, what are you talking about? It's not even scary.
Mushy likes scary games. She's the one that recommended me fucking play Little Nightmares earlier.
Well, Little Nightmares ain't scary. But these games are designed to jump scare the shit out of you.
That creepy guy with the arms. I don't like him.
Fuck. Almost all the games I play, you gotta find what's different in them, and then they all got jump scares to kill you.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, it's fun. I love it. But
you probably have a good computer. Look up. You need to play Anemiopolis. It's like a liminal space game. I don't even know how you spell it, but it's like I swear to God, it's weird as fuck. It's like ANEIMO Polis, POLIS or whatever the fuck. Anemiopolis or
Anomalopolis?
something like that. But it's got really good graphics, and they built it like a liminal space. So like there's like a pool section, and then there's like a mall that you can go through, and it's all like creepy liminal, and there is entities, but you can turn them off, I think.
One eternity later.
Wolfpuck, what's going on?
But yeah, it's cool.
I'll look for it on another one. Because like I said, this game, I got from the developers of this game to play it.
That's cool as fuck. Ooh.
This some bullshit. How am I supposed to get past the one that moves? Because I guess I need to find out where it is to start with. And then once the door opens, just book it to the door.
Is it
Mortuary Assistant? I haven't played that one.
That one's creepy. I've watched people play that one.
I watched Grasshopper play what was it called? Unholy Priest. Ooh, that game was fun too.
When you walk in there and see that first mannequin, is that the only one at first?
Yeah, the one with no arms.
So don't take your eyes off of it. Because I'm pretty sure by the way it looked like they were moving is every time you would look away or like not look behind you, they were coming up behind you.
Yeah, that's how I was doing it, but that one red one, I was watching it because I was like, okay, if I watch you, you're not going to move. And it ran right up on me. So
oh, well, I don't know then. That's wild as fuck.
And I got to do this room. I'm supposed to clear this room 8 times before I go to the next level.
Oh my god.
And it auto-generates, so I never know which one is going to be in that room at the time.
That reminds me almost of like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. That's an older one, but they have it on Steam, and I think they have it on PlayStation too. But oh my god, it's you go up through the levels, up to the next elevators, and it's randomly generated.
I just played one just like that. The fuck was it called? Hold on. I can look it up.
I'm gonna also pack a bowl real quick, Mishy.
I played Escape Floor Zero. That was fun. But the one that you're talking about...
Hey, what are you even talking about? Shut up, Jake.
Here it is. What the hell? Okay. That's not showing me the name of it.
Quit trying to spoil the book because I know you're wrong.
Oh, it was called Re-Exit.
Oh.
That game. Whew, that is fun.
I'm waiting for Mr. Moore to hop in and be like, I missed it. I did. I messaged him on Instagram earlier. I was like, we're doing story time at 7.
But what's going on with you, Wolfpuck? How was your stream? All right, let's start this shit again.
All right, I'm gonna smack this bowl, and then I'm gonna keep getting the book, keep digging in the holes.
Yeah, you getting them holes.
Shut up.
You know what, Son of Savage? Not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's just cheap jump horror or jump scare horror.
Have you like looked into the story though of all the other games?
Yeah.
I like the
Giggity.
plot, the story, the lore. Like I'm here for it.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's 20 seconds. There's nothing wrong with this because it's the first level.
All of Matt Pat's like game theory videos. I love watching that shit on Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right, first level. Nothing's ever there.
All right. Oh, I just read ahead. Okay. Come on, caveman, dinner, said Armpit. You coming, caveman? Said Squid. Then he looked around to see that Armpit and Squid were talking to him. Sure, he said. He
FNAF is coming to down.
Yeah,
I saw that, Shaka, and welcome in. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out.
He was. He shrugged his left shoulder. It was better than
Five nasty ass fools. That's what I'm gonna call them.
Stanley had no trouble falling asleep, but morning came much too quickly. Every muscle and joint in his body ached as he tried to get out of bed. He didn't think it was possible, but his body hurt more than it had the day before. It wasn't just his arms and back, but his legs, ankles, and waist also hurt. The only thing that got him out of bed was knowing that every second he wasted meant that he was 1 second closer to the rising of the sun. He hated the sun. He could hardly lift his spoon during breakfast, and then he was out on the lake, his spoon replaced by a shovel. He found a crack in the ground and began his second hole. He stepped on the shovel blade and pushed the very back of the shaft between the base of his thumb. This hurt less than trying to hold the shaft with his blistered fingers. As he dug, he was careful to dump the dirt far away from the hole. He needed to save the area around the hole for when the hole was much deeper. He didn't know if he'd ever get that far. X-ray was right. The second hole was the hardest. It would take a miracle. As the sun wasn't out yet, he removed his cap and used it to help protect his hands. Once the sun rose, he would have to put it back on his head. His neck and forehead had been badly burned the day before. He took it one shovelful at a time and tried not to think of the awesome task that lay ahead of him. After an hour or so, his sore muscles seemed to loosen up a little bit.
Alright, I don't see nothing wrong.
He stick his shovel into the dirt. His cap slipped out from under his fingers, and the shovel fell free. He let it lie there. He took a drink from his canteen. He guessed that the water truck should be.
That picture wasn't there.
Alright. He learned to wait until he saw the truck before drinking the last drop. The sun wasn't up yet, but its rays arched over the horizon and brought light to the sky. He reached down to pick up his cap, and there next to it he saw a wide flat rock. As he put his cap
All
on his
right.
head, he continued to look down at the rock. He
So,
picked it up and thought he could see the shape of a fish fossilized in it. He rubbed off some dirt, and the outline of the fish became clearer. The sun peeked over the horizon, and he could actually see the tiny lines where every one of the fish's bones had been. He looked at the barren land all around him. True, everyone referred
all
to
right,
this
that's
area
two.
as the lake, but it was still hard to believe that this dry wasteland was once full of water. Mushy, shut it! Somebody had a fucking time writing this book, I'm just saying. Then he remembered what Mr. Sir and Mr. Pendanski had both said. If he dug up anything interesting, he should report it to one of them. If the warden liked it, he would get the rest of the day off. He looked back down at his fish. He'd found this miracle. He continued to dig, though very slowly, as he waited for the water truck. He didn't want to bring attention to his
You're not.
find, afraid that one of the other boys might try to take it from him.
Oh, hell. All
He
the
dropped
lights
the
are.
rock face down beside his dirt pile, as if it had no special value. A short while later, he saw the cloud of dirt heading across the lake. The truck stopped, the boys lined up. They always lined up in the same order, Stanley realized, no matter who got there first. X-ray was always at the front of the line, then came armpit, squid, zigzag, and zero. Stanley got in line behind Zero. He was glad to be at the back so no one would notice the fossil. His pants had very
I
large
can't
pockets,
click the door.
but the rock still made a bulge. Mr. Pendanski filled each boy's
All right, that light is
canteen
out.
until Stanley was
I ain't got to go nowhere else.
"Can
Open the
I
fucking
try
door.
something?" Stanley said, taking it out of his pocket.
Clickety clicky.
Mr. Pendanski reached for Stanley's canteen, but Stanley handed him the rock instead. "What's this?" "It's a fossil," said Stanley. "See the fish?" Mr. Pendanski looked at it again. "See, you can even see all of its little bones," said Stanley. "Interesting," said Mr. Pendanski. "Let me have your canteen."
Amazon, what's going on?
Stanley handed it to him. Mr. Pendanski filled it. Then,
Marianne, you're a few seconds late, but
"So, do I get the rest of the day off?" "What for?"
what's going on?
"No,
The
you
queen
said
of
if I was
fishnets
working with you,
herself has
then
arrived.
you'd give me the day
You're
off."
working, but you're here.
Mr. Pendanski laughed as he gave the
You,
fossil back to Stanley.
giving
"Sorry,
those,
Stanley. The warden
rides
isn't
to people.
interested in fossils." "Let me see that," said
Oh,
Stanley,
how are
taking the
you
rock.
doing, my royal highness?
Stanley continued to stare at Mr. Pendanski. "Hey, Zig, dig this rock." "Cool," said Zigzag.
I died.
I saw the screen flash.
It didn't even scare me that time. I just saw it because I watched it come up from hell, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm trapped. I can't go nowhere."
I'm done. I'm done for. Damn.
Mushy.
I know, she's cracking me up.
Well, what's funny is like in the chat, if I put something, I can see everybody else's message, but when they put something behind it, I can't see it unless I refresh it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe it's a glitch.
What up, Boo Boo 133? What up, Boo Boo?
Boo boo. Hey, boo boo.
All right, well, let's try it again. And that was a new one. That was a new way to die for me. So,
Not a new way to die.
yep. New way to die. So many new ways to die.
Ah! We had the same idea. Oh, shit.
I ain't gonna never get off this goddamn first level.
Okay. Stanley saw his fossil being passed around. "I don't see nothing," said X-Ray. He took off his glasses, wiped them on his dirty clothes, and put them back on. See? Look at the little fishy, said Armpit. Stanley returned to his hole. It wasn't fair. Mr. Pendanski had even said his fossil was interesting. He slammed his shovel into the ground and pried up another piece of dirt. After a while, he noticed X-Ray had come by and was watching him dig. Hey, caveman, let me talk to you for a second, X-Ray said. Stanley put down his shovel and stepped out of his hole. Say, listen, said X-Ray. If you find something else, give it to me, okay? Stanley wasn't sure what to say.
At
X-Ray
least
was
we
clearly
can
the leader of
automatically
the
get
group,
one
and Stanley
because
didn't
we
want to
know
give
the
him the
first
bad
one
side.
ain't gonna do shit.
You're new here, right? Said X-Ray. I've been here for almost a year, and I've never found anything. You know, my eyesight's not so good. No one knows this, but you know why my name's X-Ray? Stanley shrugged one shoulder. It's Pig Latin for Rex. That's all. I'm too blind to find anything. Stanley tried to remember how Pig Latin worked. I mean, X-Ray went on, why should you get a day off when you've only been here a couple days? If anybody gets a day off, it should be me.
Where's
That's only
Mr. No
fair,
Pants?
right?
That's what I'm
Yes,
trying to figure out.
Stanley agreed. X-Ray smiled. You're a good guy, caveman. Stanley picked up his shovel. The more he thought about it, the more he was glad that he agreed to let X-Ray have anything he might find. If he was going to survive at Camp Green Lake, it was far more important that X-Ray think he was a good guy than it was for him to get one day off. Besides, he didn't expect to find anything
Oh,
anyway. There probably wasn't anything of interest out there. And even if there was, he'd never been what you could call lucky.
okay. There's Mr. No Pants right there, and he lost his head.
Oh shit. Not Mr. No Pants. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Do do
Oh.
do.
Not walking into the pitch black. I hated that.
Fucked up part is that's the safest part of the goddamn room.
Crazy. Hell no. Let's see. He slammed his blade into the ground and then dumped out another shovelful of dirt. It was a little surprising, he thought, that X-Ray was the leader of the group, since he obviously wasn't the biggest or the toughest. In fact, except for Zero, X-Ray was the smallest. Armpit was the biggest.
Where? Okay. I was gonna
Zigzag
say, where the hell did I go?
may have been taller than Armpit, but that was only because of his neck. Yet Armpit and all the others seemed to be
Yeah,
willing to
Mr.
do
No
whatever
Pants is
X-Ray
no
asked.
more.
As Stanley dug up another shovelful of dirt, it occurred to him that Armpit wasn't the biggest. He, the caveman, was bigger. He was glad they called him Caveman. It meant they actually accepted him as a member of the group. He would have been glad even if they'd called him Barfbag. It was really quite remarkable to him. At school, bullies like Derek Doone used to pick on him. Yet Derek Doone would be scared senseless by any of the boys here. As he dug his hole, Stanley thought about what it would be like if Derek Doone had to fight. It says his last name every time. What it would be like if he had to fight Armpit or Squid. Derek wouldn't stand a chance. He imagined what it would be like if he became good friends with all of them, and then for some reason they all went with him to his school, and then Derek tried to steal his notebook. Just what do you think you're doing?
Okay,
asked
I
Squid,
don't see
as he slams
anything.
his hands into Derek's smug face. Caveman's our friend, says Armpit, grabbing him by his shirt collar. Stanley played the scene over and over again in his mind, each time watching another boy from Group D beat up Derek Doone. It helped him dig his hole and ease his own suffering. Whatever pain he felt
That bag is a different size. Aha!
Yoshi, it's 2:30. It's about time for you to go to bed. You just let me know when, and we'll make a stopping point. Not yet. Okay.
I guess size does matter.
Again, Stanley was the last one to finish digging.
Oops, shit.
It was late afternoon when he dragged
I'm breaking
himself
shit.
back to the
I'm breaking
tent.
shit.
This time he would have accelerator light on the shelf.
It's cold. Don't bag shame.
When he got to the tent, he found Mr. Pandansky and the other boys sitting in a circle on the tent.
Alright.
Welcome, Stanley, said Mr. Pandansky. Hey, caveman, you get your hole dug? Asked Magnet. He managed to nod. Did you spit in it? Asked Squid. He nodded again.
Or
You're
on
right.
it.
Shut up! I was waiting for somebody to fucking say something. I'm waiting to see what your chat's gonna say.
They ain't said nothing yet. I think they're too enthralled on trying to find these damn things and not die.
Hell yeah. Let's see. He nodded again. You're right, he said to X-Ray. The second hole is the hardest. X-Ray.
Well, no, Sap. When you said nodded, Sap said, "Why did she just say he nutted again?" I mean, Sab, when you dealing with that many holes, I mean, you can't just nut once. It's like Pringles.
That's my speech impediment, I'm sorry.
No, that's just your accent. It just did sound like you say he nutted again. I was like,
Maybe it is my accent. I blame my mother, my southern accent.
Sab said, this book is wild.
No way, because it gets worse. He said, you're right, the second hole's the hardest. X-Ray shook his head. The third hole's the hardest, he said. Come join our circle.
Well, it depends on what she's into. The third hole might be the hardest. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can't. Stanley plopped down between Squid and Magnet. He needed to rest up before taking a shower. We've been discussing what we want to do with our lives, said Mr. Pandansky.
20 seconds.
We're not going to be at Camp Green Lake forever. We need to prepare for the day we leave here and join the rest of society.
Okay.
Hey, that's great, Mom, said Magnet. They're going to finally let you out of here? The other boys laughed. Okay, Jose, said Mr. Pandansky. What do you want to do with your life? I don't know, said Magnet. Well, you need to think about that, said Mr. Pandansky. It's important to have goals. Otherwise, you're going to end up right back in jail. What do you like to do?
See, the thunder sounds different.
Magnet. You must like something, said Mr. Pandansky. I like animals. Good, said Mr. Pandansky. Does anyone know of jobs that involve animals? Veterinarian, said Armpit. That's right. He could work in a zoo, said Zigzag. He belongs in a zoo, said Squid, and then he and X-Ray laughed. How about you, Stanley? Any ideas for Jose? Stanley sighed. Animal
Okay,
trainer,
I think this
he
one's
said,
clear. There's
like
nothing
for a
wrong
circus or
with this
movies
one.
or something like that. Any of those jobs sound good to you, Jose?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I like what Caveman said about training animals for movies. I think it'd be fun to train monkeys.
It takes a lot of
X-Ray
prep.
Don't laugh, Rex, said Mr. Pandansky. We don't laugh at people's dreams. Someone is going to have to train monkeys for movies. Who are you kidding, Mom? Asked X-Ray.
Okay,
Magnet's
so
never going to be a monkey trainer. You don't know that.
yeah, I think everything's good on this one.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Nothing in this life is easy. But that's no reason to give up. You'll be surprised at what you can accomplish if you set your mind to it. After all, you only have one life, so you should try to make the most of it. Stanley tried to figure out what he'd say if Mr. Pandansky asked him what he wanted to do with his life. He used to think he wanted to work for the FBI, but this didn't seem like an appropriate place to mention that.
Good night, son of Savage.
So far,
good night, Sergeant Toast.
Job at messing up your lives, said Mr. Pandansky. I know you think you're cool. He looked at Stanley. So, you're caveman now, huh? You like digging holes, caveman?